Okay, so here's me testing again, going through the basics. H key gets you the menu, shows you your hero panel. Up here you have all of these different areas you can go into. Clicking on each one gets you into that area. Clicking on the arrow gets you back out of those. This is your basic build. These are the different attributes you will get to once you get level 21, 45, and 71. Your build consists of these specializations right here, giving you different attributes when you're fighting. You can lay those out. You can change these around so that way you can kind of edit your fighting abilities or skills to cater towards your fighting preferences with what weapons you use. And this benefits you in how much damage you do, how much damage you take, kind of represents your health, gaining your health back and defending yourself, and also how much your attacks do damage wise. You can some of these can stack, which means once you do one, it stacks on top of it. You do it a second time, it stacks a third time, and so on. And the next time you hit or do damage, you do 2 or 3 times the amount you normally would. Going through that, again, these areas will help you cater your character. These are your elites, which you will get when you really reach level 80. Go over that a little bit more later on. Your story journal, you have different story sections you can go into. These tell you whether they're unlocked, whether you've done them already. And as you can see, there are 4 Living World seasons, and also Icebrood Saga story plus your personal story. So there's a lot of story content. I go into that later. That shows up here with little tiny green stars and little tiny green swirls, like portals telling you basically where to go. Your achievements are registered in here. Each day you log in, these will move on. If you don't log in, it stays on that same day. The next day you log in, you will get that day's reward. If you don't play for a week and you go back in, you play, the next reward on that list will go, and so on. This gives you an idea as to what your achievements are, some of the things you're working on. As you can see, I'm working on 1,000 uh, Scale Slayers over 983. So once I get to 1,000, it'll give me 5 points. Your mastery points when you reach level 80. These will appear in this particular fashion. As you can see, I'm working on legendary crafting. Interior, I get no experience simply for the fact that I've maxed the experience bar out until I move on with adding the mastery points for that level. As you can see, if I go to things like the Path of Fire maps for my mounts are all done. So currently when I get experience in those particular maps, the bar progresses and I get a spirit shard at the end. If I go into ones I haven't done, again, I haven't done any experience for this one. I'm working on currently this one. So I have 5 mastery points I can use. Once I max this bar out, it allows me to click on it and then I can progress to the next section of leveling for those mastery points. I can explain more of that when we get into it. Basic movement is through the menus is basically what I'm talking about when you go to different things, like you'll show your armor pieces, what they are, what their attributes are, what your weapons are, your offhand weapon, your weapons you're currently using, and if you switch over, it shows you what weapon you're currently, and those attributes change depending on what weapon set you're using. Some of these may change to show green, showing you have boosts in those areas. Again, these are trinkets, your back items, earrings, rings, and your amulet. These are what you use to gather materials in the world. This is your swimming attributes, as you can see. I haven't gotten newer versions of those or upper level versions of those, so I'm still using lower. So if I wanted to increase those abilities to a higher level for those particular items, I would go to the trading post, or I would go to areas where I could get those. Again, aquatic gear shows me it's going to cost me 5 gold to go up to a level 80 breather. And back to weapons. Weapons again are located in the trading post you can purchase. So let's see. So trident is a harpoon and spear are all weapons you use while you're in the water. And as you can see, they're different levels. You can swap the levels going up or down. This tells you how much they're going to cost. And as you can see, that is a ridiculous price for something. And again, that's basic navigation through the trading post. Again, H3 Heroes panel gets you going through this. Dyes allows you to color the dye of your armor or your mount if you want. Again, selecting those colors allows you to change those. These are colors that I have unlocked. You'll notice that some of them have locks over them, means you can either purchase them through the trading post or you can find them in the game. Most of these are random finds. The only way to guarantee you get one is to basically purchase it in the trading post, and you can check to see how much they cost. And as you can see, rare dyes tend to cost several gold, which is extremely expensive in my opinion. Getting back out of that, getting out of the trading post, back in the heroes panel. So in here you have outfits. Later on down the road you can pick the different outfits you want to wear. If you like something, it goes over your armor, has no attributes, no changes to the armor, it's just an appearance thing. Going back to glider skins, you can change the glider skins you have. These are when you're flying, this is what will actually show, which is kind of interesting. Right now, what did I have on? Alright, now I forget what I had on. Where are the standard wings? Oh, there they are. So, again, novelties are things like the chair you can sit in. You can carry a kite around if you want. This is also when you walk around. If you change to this, you'll actually show this item where you actually in your movement. If you want, you can throw the chair out. Currently, it's showing that I have the bot done. These are miniatures. So the chair. Why does it not show the chair? Alright, so that's basically novelties. Miniatures are the little guys down here. Once you get through the game, you can purchase these. You can find them throughout the game. Vendors have them. It's really neat to have traveling around with you. Again, they do absolutely nothing but cosmetics, appearance. Finishers, when you get to certain parts of the game, these are finishers that you can use. It'll say finish them, and this is the animation that will happen to the character that you're basically killing at that particular moment. Mail carriers, these are things that just basically appear when you send or receive mail. Just an animation sequence saying that you got mail. Basically this one is a rip over the sky, shows you got mail. Some people like those. Again, it's nothing but cosmetics. Going back to your equipment, if you click on items, it'll show you if you have other items in your inventory to switch to. Again, highlighting them shows your attributes as to what they do, in addition to the normal damage that you do for these particular items down here. And again, I can explain some of that to you once you get into the game. So that's basically navigation for the menus for the character. Again, hitting, double tapping in any direction while you're in motion or whether you're standing still. Gives you your endurance bar here, shows you when you're in combat. Those are things that you might want to focus on. So if you see a red circle in the ground, if you double tap in a direction, it allows you to evade that particular attack without receiving any damage. Again, hitting the number keys 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 will give you the different attacks or defensive postures. 6 will basically give you a healing. The 7 key will give you whatever you have on the 7 key. The 8 key will allow you to do different things. I don't think you can do knock back your foe with 9, and again, these can be changed by hitting these keys on. Little arrows above will allow you to choose what you have in those particular key functionality. So basically that's you casting a chilling or poison nearby foes. Anybody standing in a specific area will give them chilling or poison. Helps damage your foes over time. Again, using the wheel on the mouse to scroll in or out is a nice functionality, so you can see closer what your character looks like, or if you're in combat, it allows you to see things a little more clearly if you can't see them from a distance. Also, left mouse button, holding it down and moving it allows you to look in a specific direction, and pushing in that direction allows you to look while you're moving. If you're pushing forwards key, it allows you to look around, so if something's chasing you, you can use the camera to follow you. Holding the right button down spins the camera, so the next time you push forwards, you'll go in that direction. So getting accustomed to using those keys helps you kind of navigate while you're playing. You can use the directional keys in combination. If you use both buttons on the mouse at the same time, you'll go in the direction that you point the camera. Again, hitting the keys gets you different functionality.
Hello, stranger.
How can I help?
And you'll notice those keys will come up like the F key is a greet. So as you're running along and you hit the F key,
Good to meet you.
some of the people will talk to you, some of them
What can
won't.
I do for you?
And that's basic fundamentals of moving around, management, the camera, navigating through things like that. As you can see, it shows the water moving up, water moving down, shows you you're going to go down in the main portion of the city. Using the mount so that way get around a little faster. Again, you know about the portals, going through those get you different areas. There are different types of portals. Map management allows you to use the left button to drag the map around so you can push it to where you can see better, up or down. This over here shows you things that you've done. As you can see, I've done the whole map. It doesn't show that anything lights up. If I was to go through the portal, this map shows that I haven't done all the hearts, I have done the waypoints, I haven't done all the points of interest. And as you can see, moving the pointer over top those areas, things light up to let you know what you haven't done. You can head in those directions, you can hold the Alt key down, click on the screen with the left button to put personal waypoints. So when you go to the map, those will show up as little greens. They'll show up as, for you, they'll show up as green. If you're partied with someone, it'll show up as blue. Going through being able to add people, your account information, your whether or not you're invisible, away, or online. Again, these are different key functions that will bring up different menus in the game. I is your inventory key. O is your trading post. This is where you actually purchase gems or purchase items in the game. And again, these cost actual real money. You can purchase them from the things from the trading post, but you have to visit the trading post in order to pick them up. Once you purchase them, they'll show up as an item that you have in the trading post. You will physically have to go there to pick them up. There's a currency transfer, so if you have gems, you can buy gold in the game. This shows the current rate. These numbers will change again if you don't have gems. You can purchase gems to trade for gold. If you have gold in the game and you want to purchase gems, you can purchase gems, and gems will allow you to buy things when you're in the actual gem store. So if you have 300 gems that you used gold to buy gems with, it will show up here that gems, what you have in gems to purchase those particular items. These are things that help you out in the game. Some of them are just cosmetics. Style is straight just cosmetics. Upgrades gives you things like your finishers. You can buy more bag slots. So if your inventory, if you have your bags and you seem like you're getting full, you can actually click on these and it'll show you how much it costs to get another bag slot. So that way you'll add another slot here, so you can add another 18 slot bag, 20 slot bag, 10 slot bag, whatever you have, to get you more carrying space. Bank tabs are your bank tabs in the bank. There are currently, you start off with one. You'll have to purchase more if you want. And again, you can use gems to do that. And if you want, if you get really rich in the game with gold, shown here, you can use that to buy physical gems. So I have 500 gold. I could purchase 400 gems. I could go back into the gem store and I could go and buy a bag, or I can buy a bank. Also, you can buy level up, so this will give you a level 80 boost. Character slots, so when you're in the character selection screen, again, this gives you another character slot, so you can have one of each class if you want. The total amount of character slots you can have, I believe, is currently set at 64, so you can have 64 physical characters to play with throughout the game. Things like these are unbreakable, which allows you to, in your hero and equipment, these are means that these don't go away. So as you can see, I have different amounts here. Once I get finished using them, I have to purchase another one and put it in here. Unbreakable means that once you purchase these in those 3 slots, each one of these items has an infinite use. And as you can see, it gives you a bonus to, you gather something called Unbound Magic, which is a currency in the game. Also, there's another one which is the set of 3 you can get, which is Volatile Magic. Again, these have no attributes. You gain no currency, no volatile magic or unbound magic or any type of currency or materials in the game. These just do not break. You can add glyphs to them, which will give you attributes for things like gathering leather when you gather, or unbound magic, or volatile magic, or gems. Certain things you'll get currency in the game. You can use glyphs to add to these, but at current, those glyphs you'll have to use, they will be purchased with gold. And again, you can purchase those in the trading post. Again, they have different values. Some people do one, some people do the other. Me personally, I have a set of Unbound Magic. I have a set of Volatile Magic. So that way, when I'm using them, I gather. Again, these are things that story items. If you want to purchase story items in the game, some people do, some people don't. Me personally, my characters have them unlocked. So when I go into the story and I look, they're unlocked. That's simply for the fact that I was playing the game while they were announced and available to play in the game. So none of these are going to be locked for me. I've literally been in the game when they released. So that way I receive them for free. But if you were not in the game, you will have to purchase those particular items with gems. Um, Again, the map key allows you to scroll out, shows you how big the actual world is, and where you've physically been, what maps are available to you to go to. These are available. Let me see if I have ones that are not. Um, so let's look. So the Crystal Oasis again. This map is dirty. It shows you, if you point at it, it shows that there are places I haven't been to, things I haven't done. If I go there and I go in that direction, it will uncover those areas to let you know that you've physically been to that area with that particular character. Again, this will show them lighting up when you haven't done them, but since the map is not uncovered, nothing's really going to light up on the map to show things that you haven't done. Again, that's basic movement and management of the game. Um, I hope this helps out. If anybody finds this interesting, I'll post this on my YouTube. If you want to say thank you or make a comment about the particular video, let me know. And again, thanks for watching.